2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Let's go, defense. Out of time. It's out of time. Come on. Mike Popo.
This time, Jackson will throw it. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Chiefs nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. It's hard to know who's more dynamic between quarterback Lamar Jackson and that man Hollywood Brown. But they're just going to try to get the ball in Brown's hands early and often like they did there and see what he can produce. So many folks in Baltimore excited about this young pup, and for good reason. The rookie first-rounder out of Oklahoma is explosive. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line.
1st down, Ravens.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. It's great.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He'll buy some time right. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
I know many talk about the kick return as maybe the most exciting play in football, but any type of a return where it's a change of possession, where the defense gets the ball, that's exciting too, but it's not just an accident. Once they get the football, they've worked on finding people to block, creating running lanes for the guy with the ball, and protecting him, and this one was a long run.
Absolutely, they did all of that and more.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. There we go. Hey, tight end right. Watch tight end.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Tucker's kick is good. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun is Mahomes. They're going. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, D, let's go.
And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar. Have a diet soda with it and balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Back at his own 49.
Yellow. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant, and he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Yellow.
They will run with Grant. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. After 17-7 the score on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Hey, check Mike 57.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram, he goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield, although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. And now it's second down. He'll pitch it back. Ingram's got the first down and more. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the second quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the first quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Williams. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. From just shy of midfield, Mahomes looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now Jackson back into his end zone. It's complete to Fuller. He's at the 40. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Will Fuller, 99 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it's third down. Now Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the counter, Ingram, and an alley to run. There goes Mark Ingram, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Tucker now to add the point after. So that'll back him up 5. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a man open down the middle of the field and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The end result, 21 yards. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Give me some.
Mahomes now on first down. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. And again, it's Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it's third and goal.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right? And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Butker's kick here is good. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. KC got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Well, pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. It's Hill, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Here we go, fourth down, Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's got his man, that's Hardman. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Mahomes to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pernell McPhee able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Mahomes firing complete. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Corey Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Chiefs 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I can't believe they even let you play.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Man, touchdown. I got you. Check 3. Check 3. That's it.
Jackson now. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Push him back.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3 and out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did up...
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Corey Grant, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Chiefs 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This time, Jackson will throw it. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Second and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Throwing on second down, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 32-yard line. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. First down.
52, come on. Check 52, come on. Hey, what? Hustle. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Watch twins. Watch twins.
Here's Jackson to throw again. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're back now in KC. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th.
No. Let's go. Come on.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Rolling to his right. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Switch. Watch the twist. Let's go.
From the gun, Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson. Oh, no, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Wells. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Williams. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pernell McPhee picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They're going deep for Hill. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Darren Lee just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Now Jackson, he's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be third and a mile. Jackson from the shotgun. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Yellow. What we got? What we got? What we got? 25.
On second down, Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Grant. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and 11. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is gonna wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
36. Line 36.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. picked off near the 32. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On first down, it's Grant. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, it's Williams. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's get it. No. Me. Check. Shift. Watch safety creep. Creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch twist.
Again, it's Williams. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And Butker able to put this one through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown in the final minute, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Tucker with the extra point. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the fourth now in Minneapolis. The Raiders have widened their lead even further. A win would be their second on the young season. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Brought in over the middle by Grant. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson, there on the coverage. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 41-yard line.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Baltimore, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
feel like